All right, so we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another broadcast with myself, Pulela Podisa, your host for the Urban Brunch on UJFM 95.4 between 9 and 12 noon. Today, we're in conversation with musician, songwriter, the lady with the voice that just has us so mesmerized, AMI FAKU. We're going to be in conversation with her. So if you've got any questions that you would love to ask her, you're welcome to start sending them through and we'll make sure that she answers all your questions. Ami,
Thank you for
welcome.
having me. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are
I
you?
am good. I'm okay. I can't say I'm amazing, but I'm okay. Doing fine.
Under these circumstances, I guess we can only be okay.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's exactly how I
Yeah. So I firstly want to start by wishing you a happy belated birthday for last
thank you.
Thursday.
Thank you.
How was it under quarantine or self isolation?
It was great. I mean, for me, that's how I celebrate my birthday, always alone. So it was a great time to just reflect on everything and be grateful and just be happy on my own. I was hoping though that this year I would, be a bit adventurous, but I guess lockdown forced me to do things the old ways. So I had so much fun. I was alone. I was just having fun alone, literally, just one man jive.
I guess your plans will have to wait for 2021 then.
Yeah, definitely. Or when everything is just back to normal, I can still celebrate my birthday then. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think most of us that celebrated our birthday in quarantine are just waiting for things to get back to normal so we can unleash the birthday once again. But I mean, last time you and I spoke, you had, you were still new in the game. We were speaking about your journey from The Voice, being signed to fifth season and, just getting your foot in there. And now you are like deep within. How has the
Well,
experience
I
been for you
wouldn't say
thus
I wouldn't say
far?
I would say I don't know, an inch of my foot is in. But with that being said, it is amazing. I'm so grateful for that because I obviously want more from this because I this whole process has just proved me how beautiful life is and what life has to offer. So I feel like there's never I can't define it and say my whole foot is in there because there's so much more I'm yet to experience. So it just makes me excited about the future. I'm so grateful and just happy with everything. Yeah.
Absolutely love that. And one of the things that show the seriousness of a musician once they're in the game is the release of their album. And you've just gone to release your debut album titled Imali, a beautiful album, might I add.
Thank
And
you.
this album speaks to so many people that are experiencing so many different things. When you were compiling the album, what was your aim with it?
Well, I feel like I wanted it to be something very meaningful, but I didn't know what I would what it would be like. So I was just recording my thoughts all the time. I never held back. I wasn't afraid of showing that this industry is tired out of the fear of me being ungrateful or being defined as ungrateful. I was very honest like that like Ebai speaks about that. So, because for me, home is just nothing better than home. So I was just not afraid to share my thoughts, my emotion, because that's what music is all about. That's the only way you can relate to people if you don't hold back. So it was just me sharing my stories that I was comfortable with in a very authentic, honest way. And we picked 11 songs that were perfect for the album. And, thankfully, it's an album that is doing good. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. What was the musical process like for you? Because you were saying you were just penning down your experiences and the reality of what your journey has been like. But did you have moments where you were maybe in thought and just thinking about, how tough the journey might have been or how long it took you to get into the game that made you pen songs like Into Ingawe or Imali or Masivume? What was the thought process behind the penning of your songs?
Um, for me, it's I always want to make a good impression. So for me, it's always the thing of just know that people are listening to this and you are making a great impression and you're improving. So for me, that's always the main thing. And just also be myself, because that's the only way it'll catch people's attention. If it doesn't sound like something they've heard, but also it sounds good. So I just knew that I had to be really myself and be comfortable in myself, because it's hard to be comfortable in being yourself when there's so many competition out there. You get to doubt if this is even good enough. Even today, it's like, do I want to drop this song? Does it make sense? Are people not going to judge me? Are they going to like it? So there's always those questions, but you just always so I always am myself, and I let others make the decision on if something is going to be put out there or not. So for me, the whole process was just being 100% honest, be myself, and hope for the best. Yeah.
Did you ever have fears of allowing yourself to be vulnerable like that and allowing people into your life? Because, music is exactly that, being vulnerable, allowing people into your life, telling them your story, the truths and the pains of the story. Did you ever feel like it was too much, or did you feel like this is what you have to do for the next person to get out of a situation that they might be facing?
Well, it definitely isn't out of a compromise for my happiness, and it's not a compromise of my comfortability. I always come
Mm,
first. So anything I put out there, I'm okay with it being out there, and I'm just ready to put it out there. So it's because there's so many things that have gone on that I've never shared. So for me, that's always the main thing, that I should be okay with it, because a lot of people will say many things about, you know, um, a sad song, and imagine if you are not ready, you're gonna be hurt when someone has a review you don't agree with. So
mm.
I make sure that I'm always okay to share such. So it's never difficult, because I don't share anything that I feel like it's too difficult to share.
I absolutely love that. Let's talk about one of the singles that you released before releasing the album, Ubuhle Bakho. So a lot of people, take the song as what it means to them, but to you, you wrote it for a different purpose. Why did you write Ubuhle Bakho?
Well, when I was dating, I noticed that when I did something like sweet, thoughtful for, my partner, it really had a great impact on him. It made him happy. And I just noticed that in our households, since I grew up like in the township, I just noticed how men aren't treated in a very soft way. They aren't spoken to in a sweet manner, and complimented for their beauty,
Mm,
of who they are. So I was like, I want to create a song that embraces someone that I find is a blessing. So it was like a love song that compliments the beauty of a male, so that they can feel what we feel when we are bought flowers, when we are being pampered. So
mm.
that song was just me pampering someone that I felt was a blessing and was just lighting up my entire world. And because it's such a I feel like because it's such a sweet song, people have decided to dedicate it to their brothers, their sisters, their best friends. I guess maybe people find it too sweet for men. I don't know. But I don't know, but it's completely not what I made it out to be. But I'm happy with what it is even today, because I guess we also have to make those that are close to us feel special. So it's still good enough if they dedicate it to their best friends and children.
Mm, I absolutely love that. And, like you say, it's so rare that we appreciate the men in our lives and, compliment them the way they compliment us. So to have that in a song, I think is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's talk about then the title track for your album, Imali. What exactly is the song about? Because I listened to it, and because my closer is a bit like, yeah, ipegele," I struggle to understand what the song is about. Can you tell us more about the song and what it's about?
Well, the song, what it's about is it's just the reality of some people. I know I was once in a very dark space, and I knew that I've left people behind that are still, going through just life not coming together, never having a break, and those people work and they work and nothing happens. And some don't work, some are okay with, being in those spaces. But for me, I just wanted people to sometimes find something that's not tangible, that will not something like money, something that will fulfill you, whether it be whether things don't go well, but you as a person are fulfilled, because how you feel. So sorry, I feel like someone, can you see me? Yeah,
Yes, I
I'm
can see.
okay. I was just getting a call, sorry.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
No
so yeah,
problem.
how you feel inside, it shows, on your surrounding, what you put up with, what you allow. And that's what I wanted people. I didn't want people to relate to that song because it's a very dark, sad song, and people
Mm,
relate to it, and I'm happy because it's a reality. But I want them to sometimes look at that song and be like, oh my goodness, I was once here, today I'm not here. And just have humanity for those that are still there. Don't think you're better now because now you live a better life. Just
mm,
be just understand that some people have it tough, and you don't always have to judge them and think that they didn't try and change their situation. It's just the reality of our brothers and sisters that they live under. And I didn't want to sugarcoat it. I didn't want to
mm.
pretend like it's easy for some people. I just wanted to be honest. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Now, you've released this album, you released it in 2019 in September. And outside of the album, you've
Yeah.
gone to record songs with other musicians. And a song that's actually doing quite well is Into Ingawe with Sunny, our musician. You guys have gone double platinum,
Mhm.
2.4 million views on
I'm
YouTube.
sure.
Like, yay, yay, yay. I wish we were on radio, then I'd be dropping those bombs. But this is
Listen,
absolutely amazing. It is
oh
fantastic.
man.
Um, let's first talk about your collaboration with Sun EL Musician. How did that come about?
Well, Simi told him about me. Well, about my first single. She thought I was a guy. She was like, "Oh my God, there's this new guy that's dropped this cool song. You need to hear him out." But yeah. So in any case, I followed him, and he followed back because I think they spoken about me prior.
Mm,
So I was like, the hell, this guy I look up to. I'm obsessed with him and his work. So I was just in his DMs. I'm like, oh my fucking God, you followed me.
yeah.
And the words were so kind. But for him personally, what he says to me is that there's a video that I recorded in some dark room. I posted. That's the one that caught his attention, and he wanted to work with me. And we worked. We went to studio. I wrote 2 songs that night. We did. One is not out. It's Umandinaye. It's dropping. And then yeah, I wrote Indoinga and Mandinaye that night. And I didn't even know like that Indoinga was that much of a special song and how much it would do for other people. I was just like, I'm just writing the song speaking about this moment because I was early in my career. I didn't even know that I could even gig, but I was just feeling grateful about the small changes that I was seeing. So I was like, really, through hard work, dedication, and respect and consistency, there's like ismanga siyenzeka yabo. And
Mm,
it's not out of me speak. I was just singing into my future. I was like, I'm so hopeful about my future. I just have to keep going this way, and I will definitely see change. And yeah, it's changed my life. I see life differently now than I did. Yeah.
mm. This song is such a blessing for so many people, myself included. You know, when you're going through those tough times and you're struggling to see where you're headed or where the light is going to
I'll
shine,
warn you.
you just,
Yeah, I know.
yes, oh, morning.
I'll warn you. I'll warn I know exactly. I know exactly.
Mm,
And for me, that's the thing. I don't wanna lie. I don't wanna lie because now
mm,
in this industry, what I've also seen is that people portray this perfect, frame and all of that. And for me, I don't have time for that. So in my songs, you will definitely relate because I'm just saying it as it is.
I absolutely
Yeah.
love that. And I mean, it's no surprise that the song has achieved what it has achieved. When you guys got the announcement that it's gone double platinum, what was the feeling like?
I was surprised. I was like, this song we dropped it last year, and I mean, we thought it's past now, but no, people are still listening. It's still in like the top 100 songs that are listened on in South Africa. I mean, it's been
Mm,
months, more than 8 months. It's gonna be a year very soon of it being released, but it's still there. So it's surprising, and it just shows that, yeah, like it just shows that I made a good song with Usain El Musician, and we're very happy. And we really plan on doing more songs that are just gonna change our lives and people's lives. We just want to make such music and have people love our music. We just want to continue doing that.
yeah. What has the response from home been like ever since you entered the music industry? You've released music that relates to the stories of people back home. What has the response been like?
The response of people, they
Yeah.
love it. They love it. It's like they relate. They love it so much, and for me it's shocking because, as I said, I didn't think people would relate to my music. I was talking to a lady yesterday. She was like, reason why she's even doing music, it's because she listened to that song over and over again. And I was like,
Mm,
really, this song really
mm.
does something for people. And for me, I always felt like it felt far when people text me, but when I go home, I see that, oh, actually, when I talk to people in real life, I see, oh, this is actually real. People love it. So I'm always happy to go back home and see that the people listen to the music and they love it, and it's surprising every day. Yeah.
I love that. Now, another collaboration that you also decided to be a part of was the one with Prince KB, Black Motion, as well as Shimza. Let's talk about that. How did you guys even get to coming together and creating Urongo?
So I went, well, initially it was just supposed to be me and Uprince KB. We went to studio, I recorded the vocals. The production was not completely done. And I guess he felt like he wants to work together with his mates, and that's great. We need to sisebenze kunye, in this industry. We need each other to grow and like reach, in high limits. So it was pretty cool to see them come together and work on that song. But we were not all five or four. One, two, three, four. Yes, we're not all five in studio. I started
Yes.
with Prince. Prince went with the guys. They were all together. I was done with my job. My vocals were laced, so I didn't have anything to do. Yeah.
And how do you feel about the song? How did you feel about it once it was done, complete?
Well, like all my songs, like every song of mine, I'm always doubting. There's no song of mine that I was ever sure about.
Mm.
So you're always doubting. You always see something wrong with how you said this, how your voice sound. Yeah, but I always trust the people that tell me that this is a good song, and I trusted them. And yes, people love that song, so they were right as always.
It's an absolutely amazing song. It gave us a break from the Yanos because when it came in, we were like, oh, now we've got new hits to jam to. Absolutely love it. So let's talk
Thank
about
you.
a session that you hosted or a showcase that you hosted before going in to lockdown. You hosted her since your sincerely yours showcase. How was that, and what was your aim behind the showcase?
It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. Um, I literally hugged all of them, those that were behind. I hugged all the supporters because I was like, you guys are blessing me. It's such a they just providing me with the dream life I thought, was not possible. So it was beautiful, and
Mm,
the whole thing was just for them to hear the songs live, and for me to explain why I did the song, how I wrote it, for it to be sincere and for me to be honest. And yes, and I guess I gave them that because they were happy and we had such a beautiful time. So it was amazing, it was perfect. I can't wait to do more of those.
yay.
Yes, let this lockdown end so we
It
can
needs
do
to end now.
it. ruining our lives.
But how have you been coping under the lockdown? With us having to be in lockdown, a lot of people in the media industry, the entertainment industry, were greatly affected by this. How have you been coping?
Well, for me, coping, first month I was with my sister. She
Mm.
lives like 40 minutes away or 30. So, and she's married. So it was terrible because I was with a
Oh, wow.
it was terrible. But it was great as well because I had people, around me,
Yeah.
and I coped because we watched movies, we took turns cooking and cleaning, so it was cool. But then a month later, I was like, oh, I need my space. I came
Mm,
here, and it's another great journey as well to just be alone. And for me, it's also a good break, from because I was not used to this whole new life. So it's a break for me to restart and also look at how I want to continue this journey and how I
mm,
want to make, a better I don't know, a name for myself even. So it's a good time in that sense, but financially it's affecting all of us.
mm.
Emotionally, because finance, emotion, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Uh, but we stay positive, and we know that we are gonna go through this. I mean, we don't have a choice. You can't give up, because if you give up, what's gonna happen? And then,
It's like
you
you're
know
giving up on yourself.
yourself, you have to push through. When this whole thing ends, I just always remind myself that it'll end on its own. It will not end with me. So I'm pretty positive, and it's not easy, but I just know that it might ayiphela izophela yodwa ayizophela nam. Yeah.
100%. 100%. So I've got a couple of questions that are on like closed pieces of paper like this, right? So I need you to choose a number between 1 and 8, and then you're gonna need to answer the questions on the paper.
7. I'm so terrible with,
7.
yeah, 7.
Okay, let's see. Question 7. What is your favorite food?
For now it's prawns.
Ooh, prawns.
It's
Which
just,
restaurant for you serves the best prawns?
I feel like Ocean Basket, out of all those that I've tried, Ocean Basket does
Yeah,
it for me. Yeah.
nice. I like that. Let's choose another number. 7 is out, so between 1 to 8, excluding 7.
4.
4. Okay. What makes you proud to be African?
The languages we speak, how
Mm.
we have humanity. We have such beautiful, welcoming hearts, and it's so great to be African. We have such, yeah, when I think about it, it's like racism. I can't imagine being a racist. That means you're just angry every day, and I'm so
Mm,
grateful that I'm not that person. It's just not in me, you
mm,
know. Uh,
mm,
and yeah, it's just our beauty. We're so beautiful. And this whole time we are beautiful. Like, we were told we're not beautiful. Every part of us is beautiful. Our style, the way we talk, the food we make, just everything. We stand out. That's why you can't put us down, because we are just naturally like amazing,
mm.
people that you can't even put down, because we just go up. We just go up because there's nothing like us. So I am like happy and proud to be black or
Ah,
brown.
I love that. Brown skin. I love that. Let's talk about some of the collaborations that you actually want to have. Who would you love to collaborate with locally?
Locally, I would say black coffee.
Yes.
Internationally, I'll say Chronics.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Nice. I like that. It needs to happen. We need to hear those collaborations because
Goodness,
I think, ooh,
goodness. Let's not even think about it. But yeah, those are my dream collabs.
no, they're gonna happen. We're putting it out there.
Yes,
The music gods have heard us, so it's definitely going to happen.
they need to hear us. Yes.
Okay, let's go for another number. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8.
One.
One. What are you most looking forward to after this pandemic?
Just living like the normal life, traveling, like just being me, doing what I want without restriction, and just being a human being. I can't wait to just do normal things that I took for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I can't wait for.
What has the time that you've spent with yourself and possibly with others told you or shown you about your journey?
About my journey,
Yeah,
like,
during this period, because like now we're like so isolated from the world, and you've got like time to think about, the decisions that you've made, the journey you're on, the decisions that you want to make. What are some of the things that you've actually picked up that, you've been thinking about for some time?
okay, so for me, it's just like the people I have in my life. I'm more honest with them. Even my feelings for them. If I love someone now,
Mm,
I'm just more expressive of that. If someone has hurt me, I'm more expressive of that. And not this ego of like holding back what you feel because you don't want to be hurt, or you don't want to have make them mistreat you or whatever. So I just treat people with much care than I did, because yeah, I'm just more honest. I'm more grateful than I was. Um I don't know. I guess those are the two things that I've thought of. And yeah, just realizing that I just want to perfect know, the craft. I have a clear vision now of even musically what I can do, like and what my influences are and who I am as a person. Because I wasn't so aware musically who I was, because I was still learning,
mm,
I was still trying to figure out. So now I have like a vision of, oh, this is who I am, as a musician, because those are two different, things, personality.
yeah.
So it's good to be able to establish like who I am, like as a singer, what I'm able to put out and record. So it's such a beautiful time for me this lockdown. I won't lie.
Mm. I like that. I love that. So, what are some of the things that you see yourself achieving, or some of the goals that you see yourself, ticking off that list on your musical journey?
Well, musically for me, I feel like I've achieved something, which is now have, because I've always done music to have people feel a certain way, like have an emotional reaction. And for me, that has been done. And what I want right now is just for that to spread even further, for it to be bigger than it is, so that I keep sharing, my truth, and keep, like, inspiring those I inspire, and let them know that you just have to be you. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. I just want to promote that, and just, yeah, so that's what I want to achieve. I want more of my music to travel and have a much broader audience than I have right now, so that the emotions spread and more people feel what others are already feeling. So I guess that's the box I want to tick. I just wanted in a bigger scale. Yeah.
Mm. You speak about, being authentic, not trying to be something that you're not. And we find ourselves in an industry where they try to box you, or they try to create you to fit a certain image that is going to be commercialized, that is going to, get the sales, that is going to help you achieve a lot of things that they feel you would achieve. A lot of record labels or a lot of people that are managing you around you try to do this. Have you found yourself experiencing things like that? And if you have, how did you get to a point where you were like, this is not who I am? I want to be who I am, and you're going to allow me to be exactly that.
I would say in the beginning, it's not musically, but just like me, my whole look, it was just misunderstood.
Mm,
My personality, I guess, I don't have a personality, a TV personality. I don't have that, and I'm not trying to have that. So because I'm like an awkward person, so it didn't look good. But for me, I knew that I'm not gonna compromise that. I'm just always gonna be myself and do what I want, because that's the only way I can ever create music if I'm happy as a person. And I know from a young age that if I'm not myself, I'm not happy, and nothing good
mm,
comes out of that. So um I just showed them that the me is so good enough. It's so good enough. So fortunately, I work with people that are willing to learn, me, and where I come from, although we come from different worlds, and that's great and that's rare. So I'm grateful that I found, such people. Yeah, but with in terms of music, streams, it's I feel like it's important to blend both if you want to make like a living out of this, like a proper living
Mm,
out of this. I feel
mm,
like you have to blend what majority wants with what you want, blend them both in a way that's not evident, and you'll do fine. You'll do fine. It depends what you want, out of this.
mm.
And so you have to cater to what you want out of it. Yeah.
What anchors you? What keeps you grounded?
I feel like what does just knowing where I come from and like how people live in that situation, and how it's like it's so rare for someone to get out of that, and for me to know
Mm.
that I will and I will, remain to be out of that, and I don't want to go back to that. So that keeps me grounded. And also it's just me, my personality. I don't know why or whatever. It's just there. Yeah.
I love that. So we're gonna go through these questions before we wrap up. So we've got 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8 left.
6. Sorry.
6,
Yeah.
6. 5 people you'd love to host for dinner, dead or alive.
Shit. Oh, sorry. I hate hosting. That's why.
Why?
The thing is, hosting one person is a lot. I had a
Wow.
friend come over. I had to cook. I think I have a friend that will have to come over again. I still have to cook. So hosting is difficult. But if I did, I would invite Benzaninel. I would invite yeah, let me not invite dead people. If you're dead, you can't
You've served your
you're
purpose.
not the same. You're not the same. I don't know who you are, but I don't want you. so keys. So Benzaninel, my aunt, two aunts, and who? Fifth person. Oh, maybe
So we've
Chronics.
got 3 right now.
Chronics. No, my
You
two
need one
aunts.
more.
So it's two in the now Benza, my two aunts, and
Oh, okay, cool.
my two
Got it.
aunts. And yeah, because those are like, yeah, that's like my important family. And
Mhm,
Benzaninal have been there in the beginning. So it's like
mhm.
they have to always be there. Who? Fifth person. Who could it be? Chronics. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so we've got 2, 3, 5, and 8 left.
8.
8.
Mm.
Uh, what's your favorite app and why?
Quero. I love Quero because there's like random questions about everything.
Mm,
Um, and then you get like good answers. Like people write like paragraphs, you could like parents ask like stupid questions there and they get answers. Like people ask random questions, not the ones you'll find on like normal apps like Twitter or whatever. So Queer for me is pretty cool because I get to learn more about people and just how different we are. And you just become better. Like how Twitter has made most of us be better people because we learn so much,
mhm.
from Twitter, how to treat people. Queero is also another platform where people can learn so much. Yeah.
Love that. We've got 2, 3, and 5 left.
5.
5. What book has influenced you the most?
Um, you know what? I don't remember the title of the books I've read, but I know as a kid, I used to be at the library every day reading books and just going home late. I read a lot of books, and that those books, they were mainly about love. Love could be that family love or romantic love, but it has influenced how I write songs and how I want to paint a picture, and how I can create a romantic fairy tale story because I've read books. So they've done like a great job into influencing how I write today.
I love that. I was while doing my research, or should we say stalking, I came across a comment from someone that said your music creates pictures for them. Is this something that you say you took from those books that you've read, or is it just something that's innate within you?
Well, for me, a lot of things I discover later in life that, oh, this has influenced me. So it's only now that after I've done an album that, oh, this is how I write, this is how I
Mm.
say it, that I understand that, oh, definitely it's an influence from, reading a lot. Yeah.
Love that. We've got two and three left.
Two.
Two. Okay. Who was the last person you sent a text to, and what was it about?
Shit. Oh, sorry. It was a terrible, it was I sent him a playlist because he was going through so much. And yeah, my last text was him saying thank you, and I sent him two hearts because he needed those two hearts. Shame. So yeah,
Aw, that's so
he's
sweet.
he's going through a lot. Yeah,
Oh, shame, man. I hope he gets through what he's going
I
through.
know. I told him he better be fine. Yeah, he better
He
be.
will be. With people like you in his life, he definitely will be.
I'm thankful. Thank you.
So we've got the last one. Number three. What is
Yeah.
your present state of mind?
Um, being kind and open to life. I don't know. That's my state of mind. If it makes sense,
Mm,
kind and open to
makes a
life.
lot of sense.
I just wanna, yeah. I'm so open to whatever this life provides me, and it's such a beautiful world we live in. So I'm very open to life and everything, and I just want to be kind to
Mm.
people throughout my journey in life. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Ami, it's been such an absolute pleasure chatting to you. Before I let you go, we want to find out what you're going to be getting up to and what we can expect from you moving forward.
Thank you so much for having me. And well, I'm just like listening to music because I'm in and out of studio, not consistently. So I'm just listening to music, trying to figure out what people want to hear right now. Because
Mm.
I don't know what people want right now. And so I'm just checking that space and recording music. And yeah, that's what I'm doing most of the time, and just listening to the stuff I've recorded and see what changes I need to make.
Love that. We can't wait to see what you're going to be bringing onto the table, what you're going to be bringing to UJFM. The moment you drop, it needs to come.
Hey, you guys are amazing to me. You guys have been amazing to me since Undikete when it first came out. When
Yes, yes.
when it first came out, it used to play in your campus every second, and then oh my goodness, I don't know. I just yeah. So obviously you guys come first. So yeah.
Yes, and we love that. We love you. I mean, we look forward to all that you're going to be bringing onto the table. We look forward to you continuing to grow, and we look forward to having you back in studio once all of this is done and for us to
Yeah,
have more conversations.
yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Awesome stuff. Have a fantastic one, and we will see you soon.
Thanks, you too. Bye bye.
Bye. There you have it, ladies and gents. We've just had a chat with AMI FAKU. Remember to follow her on social media, AMI FAKU, and you can follow her on Facebook as well, AMI FAKU Music. Buy her music. Her album is out, Imali, and yeah, man, we look forward to all that she's going to be bringing to the table, and we look forward to more conversations that we'll be having with her. It's been an absolute pleasure having you. We will see you in the next one. Tomorrow, we're hanging out with Young Swiss. We'll catch you then. Bye.
24/7. The hustle continues on 95.4 UJFM, shaping the future.